Okay, let me see. Are we live right now? Are we alive right now? Okay, hello everybody, and we're back yet again with the Luna 6 mini event. There's not a lot going on this time. We have just two events to cover, which I mean, better for me, right? Two events, I'll be done with it in a flash, lickety split, right? So the first event started really early for this update, like at the very beginning of the update, and I kind of recorded it. I will play it that right now, and then I'll go through rapid capture after that is done. And once I'm done, I have a few choice words to say about this update. Kind of didn't like it, but that is after, you know, I'm done with this one. So for now, let's get right on to it. Right, everybody, we're here. You're surely seeing this on stream. This is not taking place live. This was pre-recorded because, this event's going to be over by the time the other events start, and I usually like to stream everything at once. The last event of this update, mini event of this update, will be held way down the line, like near the end of the update. So I'm going to record this one right now, and you're going to be seeing this event alongside the last ones whenever those get, you know, online. So, anyways, for this event, we have surveying and mapping studies. For the purpose of exchanging surveying and mapping experience and making progress together, Mika from the reconnaissance company is working with excellent knights and from other squads to conduct an interesting surveying and mapping exercise. Mika, that boy hasn't been part of the story in a long time. Speaking of which, I wish there was more than one use of that character other than being only good for, I guess, Eula. But then again, Eula kind of doesn't really have that much importance outside of being a very weird physical attacker. And yeah, she's not that good now. Very outdated. Instructor, what do you think of the design of the survey route? The height here and the obstacles? You've managed to preserve real world conditions without compromising the difficulty of the challenge. And you've even managed to retain a degree of fun. Very well done. Mr. Tress, I don't think I have much more to teach you. The next step is to consolidate what you've learned and apply it to new scenarios. But what else are you worried about? If I could learn as fast as you can, the gunsmith of the 8th Koi, especially Coach, would parade me around as the poster child for hard work. Then use me to guilt trip those lazy bones. You're already doing very well, Elowen. Didn't you make the calibration objects we used this time? If it had been my job, uh, they probably would have ended up in Vice Captain Lohan's display case of unidentified objects. This place is buzzing. There are so many people gathered here. Are the Knights of Favonius having a picnic? Ah, it's the honorary knight and Paimon. Greetings. This is Mr. Tress. Vice Captain Lohan sent him here to compare notes and learn some cartography skills with me. So together we designed the surveying and searching challenge. And this is Elowen, a member of the reconnaissance company, just like me. She helped us a lot these past few days. Oh, it's the renowned honorary knight and her companion Paimon? I've heard so much about you, but seeing you in person is something else entirely. You have a truly commanding presence. Oh, wait, what? My goodness, it's actually them. What do I do? What do I do? Think, Elowen, think. Huh? No need to get so nervous. Don't worry. Elowen just slips into certain states sometimes. Right now, she should be in a state of utmost reverence. Projecting a complex persona, thereby making it more difficult for others to pin you down. Yes, that's right. Another trick for the toolkit. Tress, I think you're thinking way too much. I'm just a rookie, and the world's best knight is standing right in front of me. Isn't it normal to be nervous? Besides, this is a perfect time to ask for an autograph. Wait, how should I go about asking for that? Hey, you already said it. I heard you loud and clear. You're taking this autograph whether you like it or not. Oh my goodness, I'm going to cherish this forever. Today is seriously my lucky day. All right, I have to thank you too, Mika. If you hadn't come to me for help, I never would have had such an amazing opportunity. Next time you need anything, I'll be here to lend a hand. Well, thanks in advance, but that's mainly because our honorary knight and Paimon are so kind and sincere. Stop selling yourself short. If you keep acting like this, you'll make the rest of us feel guilty for even taking a paycheck. Honestly, Tress is exactly like you in that regard. He's clearly mastered his cartography skills, but the way he carries himself. Hey, wait a minute. If we were on the battlefield against each other, I would have been completely fooled. Is this some kind of scheme you two have cooked up? Huh? Isn't that how it works? It went way over Paimon's head. Hmm. Perhaps he's simply pursuing perfection in his cartography skills. You're flattering me too much, Honorary Knight. Honestly, when it comes to cartography, especially the surveying process, you always feel like you haven't done enough. This is because you're not the only person affected by the results. Instructor Mika is right. That's why I'm always thinking about staying on top of every single detail. I have to be absolutely 101% certain that there is no room for error. Speaking of which, why don't we let an honorary knight try out the surveying and searching challenge that Trust designed? It's the perfect chance to see how good he really is. That sounds like a good idea. If our honorary knight and Paimon have the time, are you sure we can handle it? Surveying sounds super complicated. We haven't studied any of that. I'm new to this, and so is Paimon. Ah, that's okay. Our goal is to design a survey route that even a novice can grasp on their first try. This way we can guide our new recruits clearly and easily. Thanks to the connections we made during our last joint exercise, we received help from allied troops from different nations this time. This allowed us to survey and search objects across various terrain. Allied troops. Yeah. Okay. Of course, we must share the experience and lessons we've learned with our allies in return. That way, we can all grow stronger together. Even if the terrain is diverse and the surveying process is quite complex, this should still be child's play for our honorary knight, who has adventure experience that is in a league of his own. If that's the case, how about we give it a try? After all, Traveler is a genius and can become a total pro at anything right on the spot. Alright, now we got. Ooh, we actually have multiple NPCs here. Drinking water. Alright, let's talk to Eloin first. Hello, Andre, right? Eloin, you're doing great. You're not nervous at all. Take a deep breath. Think about what you're going to say. Why don't you tell me something about yourself? Me? I'm just an ordinary knight, and I'm good at. Well, actually, there's nothing I'm particularly good at, but there are things I'm particularly bad at. For example, muskets are so complicated. No matter how hard I try, I can't seem to maintain them properly. Ugh, there's so many steps that only Coach can remember them all. Oh, by the way, Coach is a gunsmith at Dorman Port. That's why I prefer traditional weapons to muskets. They're not only easier to handle, but also much easier to maintain. Okay. What do you think of Tress? Tress? He's a nice person in every aspect. He's a capable worker, a quick learner, and also has a great personality. Coworker, superior, or subordinate, he's a person you'd want to work with regardless of capacity. It's just that he still struggles with confidence sometimes, just as Mika does. It's a bit ironic considering he scored exceptionally well on this year's combat test. Unlike him, I actually failed my basic mechanism dismantling exam. Even though the subject is mostly only useful for running mechanisms, it still worries me a bit. I can only hope for better luck in the next year's test. As long as I scrape through, I'll be satisfied. Hey, tell me, what do you do on a day-to-day basis? Compared to your experiences on a rare night, what we do on a regular basis probably sounds less flashy. We spend most of our time patrolling and observing. And there are maybe a few intense battles here and there. For me, though, the biggest headache comes when we are picking someone to do the cooking. We use dice, so it's supposed to be a random event, right? But I lose 8 times out of 10. If only I could be that lucky in other areas. Recently, the logistic company provided us with the standard fields ration, comprising 5 cans and 9 paper packets. Everyone else complained they were incredibly salty. But I actually like them. At least they're fuss free when we're out in the field. Mm, okay. Oh, what happens if we just say, take your time, you don't need to rush? Okay. When will I finally get over this habit of getting nervous so easily? Or Mika. How was the experience on Honorary Night? I think Trust has an knack for this. This challenge should have helped you understand several key points of surveying. I want to try it again because I didn't really try it. Sure, if our honorary night found the experience worthwhile, that would be the best encouragement for Trust. Thank you very much for your help. Okay, let's actually play because I think all of the rest are after you're done. Patrolling the rolling hills. The rolling hills can easily obscure the observer's line of sight. To quickly pinpoint the location of the collaboration target, you'll need help. You'll need the help of your compass. Okay. Set up with the knights are present within the stage. Travelers will mark their location on the map as accurately as possible. Okay. So we have to find that. Ah, we have to find that on the map. I think it's right here. Never mind. I am not facing that direction though. Now I'm facing that direction. Okay, so this is not moving. Is that there? I can't tell. Did we land close to it? We did. Behind. Oh yeah, we landed somewhat close. Now this is above a hill behind that. That was here, then this seems like it's uh here. No, that's where I'm standing. It's a bit behind. Like around here. Yeah. Okay. In that direction. Oh, there's also another one of those things.
じゃあ行くよ。
Um, could it be here? Because it's opposite to the compass, right? Hey, let's go. It wasn't completely accurate, but that's okay. Scouting the winding coast. If you focus only on the distant sea, it will be difficult to determine your position. But if you pay more attention to the coastlines, which can be rather distinctive, you may be able to orient yourself better. Target's location on the map as quickly as possible. We got this already. Why is it like turning towards something? Can't really tell, right? Now the target is over there. Right now I'm here. I mean, yeah, it's telling me where it is, but like, is that another one? I mean, if it's saying it, then. And that was wrong. It's not in that direction. That's such a lie. It's right here. Why did it give us a different direction? No, it's the opposite of what we had. So if this is there, this should be either here or down there. Okay, probably down there. Somewhere around. So it's still a bit far. Hey, let's go. One is way over there. Okay. Like a shipwreck around here. The shipwreck is ahead, and like around here. Let's go. I don't know how long I was muted for. That sucks. I got a sword and I checked everything. Hopefully I didn't miss way too much of the starting point. If I did, I'm gonna be extremely pissed at myself. Let's try to shoot in the dark. Okay, that was pretty close. Can't tell if the map wants me to go here or the other way. Okay, that was the right way to go. I saw that ledge.
じゃあ行くよ。
No issues. Okay, so I went back, checked the recording and everything. I wasn't muted for that long, so that's good. Anyways, probing the meandering waters. Well, sometimes the complex environments and the various scenic elements around you can be distracting. Rivers always flow in one direction. Hmm. Lesson 4. Straight ahead. Oh, there's a compass there. Nothing over in that direction. Oh, I see another compass over there. And one over there. I am facing the north. Maybe I'm supposed to view it with this. So if I'm facing the north, where are these guys facing? The tiny little canal. If that's there, it should be right here, right? Hey, let's go. One in the back. Behind us. Right, we'll go in there. So it's kind of like the opposite to this. Behind the tree, it should be here. That is way too far. But it's close. Like right there, maybe? Or is it here?
まだ終わってない鍛造依頼。あ
It
と何
was
件あったっけ？
there. Okay.
一つ、二つ。そんな多くないみたいだし、明日から本気出そっと。はあ
It has to be that pebble. It was not that pebble. Okay. Maybe it's this one then? Yes, sir. It was the other small little pot of land. Surveying the desolate crimson sands. When the surrounding landscape is monotonous, looking for a distinctive landmark becomes essential. Even amidst the vast stretches of crimson sands, some ruins remain standing, never fully buried by time. Hmm. Completely sandy. this is the bottom. Okay, I'm looking completely north.
じゃあ行くよ。
This is on the left side of the ruin. So like right around here. Ooh, bit ahead. Bit ahead. Not completely by back. It's like here. .4. Very nice. Other one is nothing back. I was thinking that maybe I'll find a compass back there, but I guess I'm wrong. Maybe the compass is back here. The desert. Can't really... Oh, there's the compass. Okay, if I found this one here. Then wait. So where's my... Almost there. So it has to be directly across, right? Like, for example, it could be right here. Close. There's a bend. And we're in the middle of the bend. So right around here, maybe? Hey! Now we're going back to the building. Since we did find one of it on the left, like one of the Fumos on the left. This one has to be on the right side, right next to the tent. So, like here. I think I'm right. Let's go. Not completely accurate, but hey, close enough, right? Sketches from high ground. If the terrain you're surveying has areas with significantly higher elevation, try observing the surroundings from higher ground. A higher vantage point often means you'll have a wider field of view. Okay. Well, there's a compass right in front of me. Heck yeah. The hell? Oh, this is... Oh, this is that area in Leeway. Wait. Oh. Oh, I hate this. This is gonna be so difficult to get right. Oh, there's another compass there. The second one. That is pretty unique. Okay, hold on. I might be able... There's another compass up there. Okay. Might be able to get this done pretty quickly. Since I saw this and I went over here, it should be here. Close enough. Close enough. But I also saw a compass right here, boy. Okay. So that is opposite to the U. Like where on the left side of the U. So like somewhere in this bend around here. Let's try here. Oh my god, almost dead on. Let's go. Okay, the U is right here. So we're going away from the U. Away from the U is a road, and we're following that road pretty far away to this area. Okay, away from the U is a road. We're following the road to a pretty far away area. So let's try here. Ooh, close, close, because I'm standing right there. Is it back this side or ahead on the other side?
ずいぶん走り回ったし、
Definitely back this
そ
side.
ろそろ休もう。
Almost getting it. Almost getting it. So right around here. Let's
座って
go.
休憩。
All right. Should be getting all the primordiums now. Nice that you get to have all the Fumos. Well, right. Let's end this by talking to the guys. Hello, everyone. You all seem to be in good spirits. Thank you. These past few days have been very productive. Instructor Mika, 11, Honorary Knight in Paimon. I'm so grateful to all of you for your support. Doesn't that sound a bit like the acceptance speech? Well, it does make sense after all. Professor's work has proven to be a huge success. Exactly. Professor's current surveying skills are sufficient to deal with more than 90% of the situations in a typical knight's mission. Of course, if it hadn't been for the inspiration we drew from the honorary knights insights during the challenge, this training would have taken us 3 times as long. It just goes to show how we got such a great chemistry. We make a pretty good team, right, Traveler? That was quite a novel experience. Really? After the honorary knight said that? I don't know why, but I feel like my nerves have calmed down a little. I'm always worried that if I mess up, it'll lead to exactly what Instructor Mika warned us about. You're not the only person affected by the results. Oh, come on, but you've already earned the honorary knight seal of approval. If only I could hear those words someday. You've done a good job too, Elowen. Huh? Really? Me? I'll keep that in mind. Goodness, this is worthy of a huge celebration. Let me give it some thought. Speaking of celebration, I have an idea. What would be better than celebrating with a hot meal? I heard Elowen's great at cooking. Huh? My cooking? Well, my only cooking experience is making trail meals during the march. Usually because I'd lose the draw. I mean, if you don't mind a meal that's a bit unrefined. How could that be? Your cooking is well known amongst the Knight of Favonius. That's true. There hasn't been a single negative review. That's crazy. Whoa, that makes Paimon even more curious. Can we please try some of your yummy cooking, Elowen? Well, since everyone's so excited, I don't see why not. I suppose I just need to make some preparations in this stormy weather. Everyone prepared the ingredients and set up a makeshift kitchen together. Elowen cooked many dishes that looked quite ordinary yet gave off an irresistible aroma. Everyone sat down in a circle as if they were on a picnic, savoring their special meal. Phew, Paimon's so full. The food is so satisfying, it gives Paimon such a warm, fuzzy feeling. Paimon tasted every single dish, and now Paimon's too full to fly. So this is what a camp meal among the Knights of Favonius would look like. After all, these dishes were designed specifically for long-term duty near the Dragon Spine area. The the ingredients are hearty and the calories are substantial. Honorary Knight and Paimon, you two should take a break. But once you're rested, don't forget to move around a bit, okay? Hearing about it is one thing, but tasting it is another. I truly have no regrets now. I hope we can collaborate with the reconnaissance company like this more often. Did she cook in the middle of a thunderstorm? She truly is built different. But now that we've had our fill, I suppose it's time to say goodbye. Yo. I received a letter from my colleagues earlier. The company advised me to return as soon as possible, as the next round of scheduled training is about to begin. Now that I think about it, time really flies by when you put your heart into learning something. And now it's time to put everything you've learned to the test. Relax, you can do it. Congratulations, Tress. You've graduated from Mika Academy. The curriculum was a complete success. I'll do my best and make full use of everything that instructor Mika taught me. Once you've made a name for yourself, we'll be able to tell everyone. Hey, do you know Tress from the Knights of Avonius? He's my classmate in the surveying class. Alright, enough floating around. Let's see here. For improvement, are you reviewing the results from surveying and searching challenge? Yeah, during this exchange, Tress wasn't the only one picking up surveying techniques. I've gained quite a few new insights myself. I suppose this is what the veterans meant when they were saying teaching others also helps you learn. I need to jot these down quickly. Some precious insights are also fleeting. If I don't jot them down now, they're gone for good. Okay. Now, aren't you going to take a break? Yeah, once I've processed what I've learned during this period, I'll take a nice long vacation. Maybe exploring unfamiliar sites and walking new roads will lead to a whole new perspective on things. I missed my chance. Press is just gone. He's not even here anymore. Oh my god. Do you get new dialogue? Um, well, there's another opportunity for us to learn and grow together like this. I definitely won't miss it. Next time I'll prepare more ingredients so everyone can try the real feast on the battlefield. He's down. Well, I guess I missed some dialogue. I didn't know that. Yeah, Mika, let's wave goodbye and you know head on to the next event. All right, everybody, we're back, and now we're gonna start the rapid capture event. One day, you and Paimon seem to hear someone arguing near the Fontaine of Lucine. Yeah, apparently we're going back to Fountain of Lucine. Gotta say, this is another photography event, and yet again, it's a Fontainian NPC. Like, how many times are we gonna do this? Like, I get it. The camera in this world is made in Fontaine, but like, can it be like someone from a different region, say Natland, being like, "Yo, that's a pretty cool gadget. I want to take pictures now," or something like that. Like, imagine Kachina got her hands mm, on a camera and she was like, "Yo, traveler, I want to take pictures with you." All right, here comes our main character. Get the cameras rolling. Huh? No, no, that's not right. A business partnership should be like a film script. It needs a proper structure with a beginning, middle, and end. Typically, the first thing you do when you approach a superstar for your partnership is offer them your business card. You then follow that up with a grand introduction to properly position yourself. Then pitch them your vision for the partnership. You only start to talk about the specifics of a partnership once they show a certain degree of interest. The way you went about talking about your flash cut idea, that was way too much. Too soon. To be frank, Miss Melise, the theory of yours might hold a little more water if your debut film, Experimental Studio, hadn't been such a flop. Ooh, why you roasting her like that? Besides, you tried to approach Traveler back at the film Fantasyland, didn't you? But if I'm right, you didn't seem to have much. You seem to have left much of an impression on her at all. Everything you said is nothing more than fanciful thinking of a child. The adult world is far more complicated. It's not as simple as you think. Oh dear, how terribly superficial of you to use someone's age to debunk their argument, Miss Melise. Your behavior right now only proves my point. What in the world are you saying? Ha! You pretentious little brat. God damn. Oh, hold on, hold on. There's no need to raise your voice. Can't we just sit down and talk this out calmly? Let's all calm down. I'm sure whatever it is, we can work it out. Um, did Traveler and Paimon really just come to us? I can't believe it worked. Look, Miss Melise, it's like what I said. People can care more about the eye-catching parts than a long, drawn-out setup. We're talking about folks so famous you might stand in line for 3 days and 3 nights and still get not get to talk to them. But now they've approached us simply because they saw us arguing. And now this is the part where we pitch our proposed partnership. You came at just the right time, you two. What do you think about our Flash Cuts pilot? It's a real attention grabber, don't you think? Huh? What cut now? Weren't you two what? Having a fight? No, not at all. An adult as dignified as her wouldn't get so worked over the words of a mere brat, now would she? That's true, especially when I'm dealing with precocious brats who act like they're all grown up. That doesn't sound like not a fight at all. Anyway, don't you think that walking right into a high tension scene like that would make anyone want to see the rest? Technically, yeah. It's kind of like how drama is nowadays. Anyone would try to stop the argument, you mean? But if you, but what if you'd not? But what if you'd known back there that we were shooting a short film? Huh? You do have a point. If it's something that interests Paimon from the get-go, Paimon would definitely want to keep watching. And that's the USP for flash cuts. The viewer gets to see the most gripping, most emotionally charged content in the shortest time possible. Not only that, unlike regular short films, flash cuts are designed for quick viewing between tasks or while you're on the move. You can easily watch one while taking a break on your travels. And you don't have to be a professional director or a cameraman to make a flash cut. Anyone can create or watch a flash cut anytime, anywhere. Content wise, you aren't restricted to storytelling either. Your flash cut can be about anything from a dance to just some beautiful scenery. Does now a format like that sound enticing to you? Hmm, it sure does. Now, Paimon wants to shoot a flash cut herself too. She got reeled in so fast. But of course, we'll need some star power to guarantee we get the eyeballs we need. And that means need someone whose name is known in every corner of Teyvat. That's right. I'm talking about you two. You do know the stars command hefty appearance fees, right? Oh, please rest assured that Mr. Petit Lumiere and I have, after our time at Film Fantasyland, raised enough money, you'll suddenly get your appearance fee. Okay, at least we're getting paid. Besides, think about how you might become known as the mother of flash cuts once we make it big. Not only that, flash cuts has truly pushed the boundaries of filmic language. With your experience behind the lens, you'll be able to narrate purely through visuals without needing any dialogue. This all sounds really fun. Shall we give it a try, Traveler? Cool, we'll do it. So we'll get paid? Sure, let's give it a shot then. Excellent. We'll start shooting as soon as the two of you are ready. I've already selected the camera positions. I also have the film camera, props, and post-production lined up as well. All you need to do is use them as you please. Then, let's get to it. Okay. From the available options, select one character to participate in each scene. There will be multiple filming tasks to be completed during the shoot. They must be completed in sequence. Once all shots are complete, you can begin the post-production phase where you'll be able to adjust the camera angles. Press watch complete the flash cut to preview the current version of the film. A courtly promenade. Typically, the ideal setting for an experimental shot is an environment the director knows by heart. With this in mind, I think the first stop for flash cuts should be the court of Fontaine. Okay. Use the same character to participate. Fontaine, Traveler, or the Mannequin. All right, they're allowing the mannequin to be here. I guess I'll use the mannequin. During certain theme shots, a viewfinder will appear. Please ensure that the camera remains within range of the viewfinder. Hmm. From start to finish, while moving the characters to touch the guiding lines in the final cut, the camera within the viewfinder will be replaced with a specially invited actor. Okay. We just gotta walk. Ah, that's what you're doing. I see. Okay, not bad, not bad. Okay. Oh, then I can adjust the camera. All of the cameras are treasure holders. Uh, okay. Completing a team shot, you can unlock the free shot. In this mode, you can freely assign the same or different characters to complete various. Oh, so I can go back here and change the character. Okay. Blade stalk the wharf. What is the core idea behind flash cuts? Without a doubt, we should be looking at visual impact and the energy that takes your breath away. And nothing has more energy than a great action scene. My partner, I have full confidence in you. Let's begin. Okay. Characters from Liu the Traveler or a Mannequin. Okay. I'll take the character I like a lot. I like Hu Tao a lot. Oh, the scene changes. I see. Um, I guess here Hu Tao is okay. Here you need this character for. So let's take Ganyu. No, not this one. This one I want Ganyu. For scene 3, we have to take you because you're from that area. And where's Kaching? We'll take Kaching for this area. Let's start shooting. So it's a little bit of a themed kind of deal. I guess since I have multiple characters, it's taken a little bit of a time to prepare. Choose you must perform designated actions within the time limit. Okay. just think. Okay, I think this should be good.
おいやっはあよっとふっせやふっへい
Uh, that's pretty nice. Looks like something that would be used in an area trailer. I guess I'll claim. The return of the director. As you know, I once collaborated with my older brother on Employees Leaving the Factory, a work that cast the eye on the stories of several individuals. This time, I hope to build upon that experience and, through flashcards, tell a story set in a distant land. Hey, so we have Inazuma. Um, a lot of these could just use Yae Miko. That's funny. Let's let scene 5 be Miko. How about that? Scene 1 can be. Oh my god, that's basically barely any characters here. Just have you. What? All of them? Well, in that case, if we're going for all of them, might as well choose Yae Miko. Because she does work at the shrine. Could have used Kuki as well. She's also a shrine maiden, believe it or not. Part-time ninja, full-time shrine maiden. Okay, let's see what they're gonna replace that with. Okay, I guess that's fine. I mean, what could you do there? A lot less exciting than I thought. Definitely a lot less exciting. Dances with wolves. Dance and music are universal languages, not just for humanity, but for all living things. And there is no way we can fail if we use these same languages to create flash cuts. That's right. This is going to be a success. Okay. Wait a minute. Various characters to participate. Character is a catalyst user, a hydro character, the traveler, or the mannequin. Catalyst, hydro, or the mannequin. I see. It is a Natlan area, so we're definitely using some Natlan characters. But damn, there's not a lot of Natlan characters here, huh? Let's see. I already have those. Um, Scene 5, we can have you because you're awesome. And there's Aoife, and he's just turned 5. Oh man. Scene two. We're gonna give to Candace because you rarely ever appear, ever, like at all, at all. Since we're going back to Sumeru, I guess Nilo, she should be there, and then Sumeru all the way. As we're going back to Sumeru in the next patch. Oh, we're doing a rhythm game. What? That's so confusing. That was just confusing. That was just confusing. Okay, I guess that's easy. I have no idea what they're doing, bro. Sure, we'll keep this cut. You know what? Let's give you the benefit of the doubt. So dumb. That's so dumb. That made no sense. The distant harbor. Hmm. It still feels like we're missing something. Something that really catches the eye. Something that sparkles. Of course, this time around, we'll use the robot. I believe that with this adorable little mechanism, the final result will be even more spectacular. Okay. Pole arm, claymore, traveler, or the mannequin. I mean, it's not Cry. Let's see what we have. We have Flynn's. We have Ino. And that's basically about it. Guess I'll use Flynn's. Kinda don't have a Luga, so it sucks. During certain team shots, yellow and red guiding lights will appear. The shoot will begin the moment you touch the first yellow guiding light. So that the red guiding light will be found. Okay. I don't know, bro. This event is very clueless. Or it's making me clueless at least. That's weird. I didn't do that dash. Like, at all, at all. So, huh? The Great Azure Sea. Miss Melis once suggested we use scenery to enhance the appeal of flash cuts, and I wholeheartedly agree. As for the fontaine's most breathtaking view, what could possibly surpass the Great Azure Sea before us? Hmm. Last one was pretty garbage. But hey, all of these are scenic shots. Ooh, that scene 5 looks really, really good. So, Fontaine characters. Um, I guess I'll keep the Hydro Dragon for the last. If we can use something like. Start with you. Oh, just one of them. I guess Novelet fits the bill. Oh. Touch the guiding light. I'm touching my guiding light. All the fishies. Okay. The otter kind of ruined it, but it is what it is. This event's not hitting me in the fields anyway. Labyrinth in the Woods. Just as we expected, the ocean themed flash cuts turned out beautifully. Maybe next we could shift our focus to something with more life, more vitality to bring a fresh touch to our work. Okay. Various characters to participate. Uh Scene number the final scene has to be Columbina. Where is she? The fourth scene could be Loma. Third scene could be Aino if she's here. She's not. Mm, we can use you here. Or actually, Llama could be used in this scene, technically speaking. Let's see the first scene. First scene could be, it is wildlife, so Linnea would make a better choice there. Second scene could be the traveler. Third scene could be llama. Fourth scene could be Nefer, I guess. Okay. Normal attacks or elemental skill.
やった迷えるものよ読む満ちて移して
I'm just gonna use all three.
流れて
I mean, this looks okay. Why did Paimon appear at the end? Alright, let's see what they want to talk about. The damn NPCs that gave us this quest. Right, you can view film scripted by the travelers bit reviews of playback. I have some bad news. According to the street survey I had the Steambird run, people don't seem all that enthused about the art from that form that is flash cuts. That's really odd. I mean, everyone I talked to says they enjoyed the final cut they saw, but the moment I ask if they're interested in the production, they suddenly sound a lot less enthusiastic. Wait, really? But flash cuts are so much fun to make. The data shows that for the most people, the second biggest obstacle is equipment. After all, not everyone is proficient in film camera operations and post production. And the greatest obstacle of them all is that people don't see what they can get out of it, especially since it's hard to share whatever output they can create with people around them. Sharing, huh? I know. We could put together a Flash Cuts festival. That'd be a way for everyone to feel like their work is seen and appreciated. Yes, let's do that. We're going big or going home. Hey, you can't go big for everything. But very few people in an audience actually attend a festival. Besides, a festival is something that happens only once in a blue moon. Like Miss Paimon, I also think that an event like this has a barrier to entry that isn't exactly low. Not just for us, but for the audience we're trying to reach too. Moreover, the general atmosphere and life cycle of an event like this are also a little removed from lives of the masses. What we need are examples that cater more to the average man or woman in the street. And if we're talking about the average man or woman in the street, the most popular form of entertainment is in Fontaine has to be the Steambird. It's just that this particular medium seems. Maybe we can edit everyone's work into a compilation reel, then you can watch it with the whole bunch of friends. That's right, and maybe we can place it at the start of other short films, just like they do with ads at a cinema. I know. I think there are plenty of platforms and media channels we can choose from. Looks like there's still plenty of room for flash cuts as an art form to grow. This is truly gratifying to know. Traveler Paimon, thank you. Thank you for helping me identify my next goal. all we did was all we did was to blurt out a couple of ideas. Really, just make sure we're well remunerated for this. Yeah, we need that pay, bro. Next patch, it's only gonna be 60 pulls. Please don't worry. We'll definitely invite you on board if this works out. I also promise to put you two at the very top of our guest list. Okay. Oh, hey there, my dearest partner. Are you here to shoot a flash cut? Someone's in a good mood? Of course, now that we've shown flash cuts to a viable enterprise and have a future path, the future is bright, bright, bright. Both the drama format of flash cuts and the ad style flash cuts that was just proposed have the potential to take Fontaine by storm. Now all we need to do is take the plunge. We are set to become the biggest stars in all of Fontaine. No, the entire world. And when that happens, we'll never have to worry about running out of Mora again. The crazy special effects no one wouldn't have touched before, the 6 hour long experimental films, there's light at the end of the tunnel now. Just make sure you don't spend all your money in one go. Oh, don't you worry about that. As Fontaine's most talented director, I can assure you my project management skills are equally top notch. You can expect to hear good news from us. Hmm, self proclaimed best director in Fontaine. Bye, you can come by anytime. Maybe we'll have even better news for you the next time we see you. As your plan for the future, I hope to get more trustworthy partners on board, such as my older brother, Miss Lipine Pauline, and Mr. Xavier. Xavier's making it big, huh? You see, while the potential for flash cuts is indeed massive, the risks involved are equally substantial. Miss Melise and I don't possess the necessary means to pull this off by ourselves. Of course, before moving forward, I must keep Miss Melise on track, lest she deplete our entire budget all at once. Damn. So she can't handle the budget. Exactly, there's no need to rush. We've already established the direction for flash cuts, so all we have to do now is move towards our goal slowly but surely. Okay, that was the event. So let's go over here. Pretty much I'm done with this. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about this update. The update Luna 6. I'm talking about this all in one go because this is the last time we're gonna be here in Luna 6, just specifically doing their events. And gotta say, this has to be the worst update in the entirety of Luna updates from Luna 1 to 6. I think this is the worst update for a majority of reasons. Number one, the map expansion this update was incredibly small, and this is after all the hype that was made around Dormont Port being this update for Mondstadt that we were finally gonna see. It turns out it's like a minuscule area with, I think, like 50% of it not even having any chests or any puzzles of any kind. It was pure trash in in like a short sense, right? It was pure garbage. And then the other half of the world that was okay. I mean, it's more related to lore than it is just an exploration thing. So overall, the Mondstadt map expansion was garbage. The events, if we're talking about it, there was one big event. I did like it. I'm not gonna say I didn't like it. The major event is something that I did like, where waves meet the reefs. Wonderful event. Then we come to the mini events, right? The first mini event that I showed today, which was the mapping event, it was okay. I mean, it's just like pointing things down on the map. It's nothing too major. And this film event, which was the second event, this one's also pretty garbage. You're doing nothing in this film event. In the earlier film events, you were actively, trying to cut, edit, do it right or wrong, or something like that. In this, you just place your character, do what they tell you, click the OK button, and that's it. Story wise, it doesn't have that big of an implication. It's not related to SNES Naya or anything or the future regions that are coming along. It's just a small event with nothing to it. And speaking of small events, uh, usually in every single update, you get around 3 to 4 mini events, and then one big event. This time we had one big event and just two small events, which on top of having a really small expansion, yeah, it looks like we're playing Genshin Impact Lite. I don't like this. I did not like this update. Oh yeah, of course. This update also released the biggest Geoshield character of all time as well. So yeah, no, I don't like this update. I don't think I will like this update anytime soon. But for now, that will be all. Thank you for watching. Whoever was watching, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all some other time. Goodbye now.